as Pradeep ji told, I also put in a different manner. 5 things are important. And first thing is the mati, land. And second thing is the material, so raw material. Third thing is the manpower, M. Fourth thing is the management. And fifth thing is the market. Only thing lacking is mindset. If we have right mindset, then we have lot of potentiality. And with the availability of raw material, as told by Pradeep ji, with the availability of raw material in the region, this potentiality probability increases much more. And in 2010, with the setting up of Haldia Petrochemical, the downstream growth took a good shape. And after that, Indian Oil Corporation, after setting up of Panipat in 2000, Haldia in year 2000, and Panipat in 2010, thereafter Indian Oil also shown its faith in Eastern region, and Paradeep was set up, and again another plant is being set up in Baroni, and BCPL has been set in Assam. So the raw material availability is going to be ample in this region. I now invite Sri Sumit Basu, Chief General Manager, Petrochemicals, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, and a very known face in IPF, Indian Plastic Institute, and Eastern India. He is working since, I think he last, Sumit, almost 30 years?
26 years,
27 years he is working in Eastern India. So who is better person than to throw light on possibilities of plastic industry in Eastern India? Welcome, Sumit, please.
Thank you, Saksariya ji, and very good afternoon to all the industry experts who are here today. My thank to Dibedi ji for organizing this event webinar at a very opportune time, and I thank him for giving me this opportunity to participate. As Saksariya ji said in the beginning, that it is in this part of the country that the first petrochemical plant had come up in 1952, where Bindal Agro had put up a 20,000 ton capacity of low density polyethylene. But what is more interesting is that they started producing ethanol from molasses, and from ethanol, ethylene was made, and from ethylene it was LDPE. The same technology today, after 70 years, is coming back, and world is looking in that technology for making green polymers. And already you know that there is a unit in Brazil called Braskem, who are making polyethylene from the same technology from ethanol, and more plants are coming up from that technology. So it is not only the plant which has come up in East 70 years back, but also the technology which was adopted. The same technology is again found to be most opportune in today's environment, and that is number one. Number two, coming to the opportunity in East, as Saksariya ji said, I am associated, I first started my career in West in RIL, and then I moved to East, and I was there for a long time. And then I moved to Delhi in Indian Oil, and when I was in corporate office, I had the opportunity to move across the country in South, in West. What I found that in East, lot of units, a lot of products are still absent, which is there in other parts of the country. For example, we don't have, still today, we don't have a large scale BOPP manufacturing plant. We don't have, for example, a polyethylene cast film or a polypropylene 5-layer cast film line. All these products are coming from outside. Now, there are certain reasons why the plastics industry has not grown in East. One of the main reasons is that we don't have a lot of OEMs. be it in appliances or be it in automotives, because all of you know that plastics, mostly there are 2 or 3 different types of demand areas. One is from the industrial demand, which comes mainly from the OEMs. So in that, East is lagging. We don't have, apart from a few FMCG companies which has come up in Northeast, we don't have major automotive or appliance manufacturing unit, except Exide, which can be OEM. But apart from that, we don't have any plastics which is going into that as such into the OEM application. But apart from that, plastics in East is mainly consumed in the domestic end users, that is by the retail consumers. And also there are certain government demands which are coming up because of various schemes like city gas distribution or Har Ghar Jal Yojana or Digital India connectivity. So these kind of schemes from Government of India is creating a lot of demand in plastics. And I find that in East, a lot of such projects can come up which are currently not there. For example, India will be covered with city gas distribution network. The target put up by Government of India is 2028. Almost 70% of the nation will be covered by CGD network. So that will create annually about 40,000 metric ton of HDP yellow and orange colored compounds, which will be required for that CGD pipe. Then this Har Ghar Jal Yojana, this is creating a huge demand for HDP pipe, not only for P63 but also for larger diameter P100 pipe, virgin as well as compound. Then all of you know that there are crisscross network of oil pipelines which are there. Indian Oil has more than about 14,500 kilometers of pipeline across the country. So there is a coating which is called 3-layer polyethylene coating, which is used on the pipeline. So that compound is also not, there are no manufacturers in East. In geosynthetics, we don't have any manufacturer. And today I find wherever I go, wherever I find roads in national highway or even in port, even in Indian Oil, within Indian Oil, we have started using geosynthetics in our retail outlets. When we construct a new petrol pump, we have started putting geosynthetics, especially in hilly areas, like we have done one in Solan. So we don't have in East good geosynthetics manufacturer, and demand is there, be it in railways. I myself have done a project with Northeast Frontier Railway, where there was a track in Assam where the soil underneath was very loose and the Rajdhani was passing by, and the speed had to be reduced from 130 to only about 40 kilometers during in a stretch of about 3 to 4 kilometers. So after using geosynthetics, it gave a very good result, and the train Rajdhani could pass without any lowering of the speed. So geosynthetics is another example. Non-ovens is a big opportunity, where in East we don't have 4 or 5 layer non-oven, be it spun bonded or be it needle punched. Of course, needle punch will go mainly for automotive applications, but it can also go for the textile industry for making carpets, and spun bonded or spun melt spun SMMS or SMMS type beam. So these kind of machines are now available from China, and unfortunately we don't have those kind of lines still in East. Lot of requirements is coming from health and hygiene sector, be it sanitary napkins or adult diapers. These kind of products will proportionately grow with increasing population, and there are no alternatives to this kind of products. So this is another application area where investors can think of putting up in East. So like that, there are a lot of products, lot of opportunities are there. And as Shishirji said, that our per capita consumption in East is almost half of that of national average. Today we are consuming almost 12 million tons of polyolefins, and in East I think our consumption will not be more than about 700 to 800,000 tons, that is 0.7 to 0.8 million tons. So we are much less than Indian average, and these kind of projects can come up in East where the demand is there. And another thing I would like to say to all, that whenever I visit Gujarat, I find that everybody eyes at least 25% of their production for export market. So that is another opportunity which sitting in East, we have a port in Haldia, in Paradip also we have started exporting in containers. So there are 2 operating ports, plus in Orissa we have Dhamra port, then this new port which is coming up in West Bengal, which Shishirji mentioned. So we should look for export opportunities also. We should not confine ourselves to market which is there in East, because from East we can export to Southeast Asian countries, to Myanmar, to Bangladesh. We are exporting raw material to these countries, and a lot of finished products are coming from across the subcontinent. So export market also should be looked into. I think IPF should talk with Plex Council and they can guide us. I know some good products are being exported from manufacturers in East. So like that, a lot of opportunity lies in export market. And lastly, on the raw material side, I would like to assure that Indian Oil, the entire investment which is happening, it is happening in East, be it in Paradip or in Barauni. Even we are looking for expanding in our Haldia refinery. So those kind of investments are coming up. Very shortly, we will announce a mega dual feed cracker in Paradip, where we will produce 1.4 million tons of ethylene. There will be 1.4 million tons of polyethylene and associated with about 800,000 tons of polypropylene. Apart from that, we will also make PVC and various other chemicals. So that is a mega investment which will be announced shortly in a couple of months' time. And Barauni, our plant is going to start by 24 end. So there also we will make polypropylene, mainly targeted for the customers who will be based in the eastern part. And we are also coming up in a big way in textiles. Our monomers like PTA and MEG, these plants, MEG will start shortly by December, and PTA will start by 2024. So we are also putting up our own PET, that is polyester staple fiber and polyester manufacturing condensation polymerization plant, 900 tons per day capacity. So that will give the edge to the textile and the downstream garment manufacturers to put up their units. There is a huge market in Bangladesh, and there is also a very good market in eastern part of the country, and the entire products are coming from Surat or from Maharashtra. So investors or entrepreneurs sitting today, they can also think of putting up units not only in plastics but also in textiles, and utilizing the raw material and the POY, PSF which will be supplied from Indian Oil. We are promoting two industrial hubs, one in Paradip Plastic Park and one is a textile park which is coming up at Bhadrak. So our focus in East is very much there, and altogether if you see the investment which we are putting up, which we are making in East is more than 1,000 crores. So East is a major focus for us. We have a very good product application development center like we have in Panipat. We have a similar kind of PADC setup at Paradip, And I will invite all of you to please visit our PADC at Paradeep, and you will, I can vouch that today it is the best analytical and technical lab which is DSIR accredited laboratory. And you can, I will, it is put up for customers. You are free to use it as per your requirement. We can work we can take up a lot of projects from you, and we can help you to diversify, to develop new products, address your quality issues with your existing products which you are making. So the full support is there from our side. Saksiriyaj is there. He is our DCA in East. We also have, of course, a few other Delcrater agents, and we have the entire raw material which is coming from Paradeep. The first market which we focus is on East. So the availability of raw material is always there. Technical support is there. We are there to help you out for any new product or new venture. Only thing, like what Saksiriyaj said, that we need the mindset. We need to take a decision that yes, I will invest, and support is always there from our side. And we will continue to participate in all kind of events like Inth Plus and any kind of event which will help the industry to grow in East. So that kind of assurance is there from our side. So thank you once again, and I am sure Inth Plus 22 will be a very big success, and I look forward to participating in Inth Plus, and thank you.